I just realized how close I was to the camera. I was like,
Oh my god! Wait, SEGA.
Oh my God. Hi.
I'm very happy that they at least like changed everything.
Dude, I love the new Sonic Team logo.
I know. I'm really, really happy with it.
Wait,
I'm recording. That's where it's opening. It's just starting with the logo. I'm really happy with the logo. Oh, it's been recording. Like I'm actually recording.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm
Okay.
I'm actually just recording. No, the Sonic Team logo. Not the Sonic Team.
I'm talking about the one with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Sonic running through
Sonic
the
and
rings.
Friends? Oh, that
No.
one! Like when
No,
when
the
Sonic,
Sonic Team logo.
opens.
Yeah, the Sonic
Yes.
Team
Okay.
logo, yeah.
Okay. I'm so sorry. We're a team. Get it? Because it's Sonic Team.
Wait, so like, are we recording? Like, is
Yeah,
this
we are,
it?
guys. Oh my god, hi. That's
This
the
is so
opening.
awkward.
That's literally the opening.
People are gonna see
This
my
is
ass.
what?
Anyway, because I stood up. Anyway,
I didn't record that part. Okay.
Keep that in.
No editing will be done in this
Yeah.
in this podcast. So this is the first episode of what I hope will become a podcast series. It's kind of the trial of how this is going to work. If you're watching on YouTube, this is the visual representation. And if you're listening through any streaming service, then hello and welcome aboard to SGKasts, which has a really weird sound to it, but like I like the K, so it stayed.
Oh, wait, no, this is not an
This is
interview.
not an interview.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but it could
I
be,
was like,
right?
I was like,
You're
I'm
like
ready
getting
for
ready.
it.
You're like in your Sonic shirt. You're just like, I'm ready for my.
I like Sonic.
Do I get the job? Like, no, I'm hoping this becomes something like that, but also interviews. It's gonna be reviewing games. About be talking about games. It's gonna be talking and analyzing like reactions or discussions above and beyond. And obviously, you guys know this voice. It's Lewis from every
Hi.
other series you've probably. Hi.
In case, for those who are already watching, it's probably uncomfortable to bring that up, you know.
Bruh. And I figured that today's episode can start with just Sonic Frontiers. I think I spoke about it last week when I finally 100%ed the entirety of the game, including the
What a
3
game.
packs of DLC, the changes they've made, the additional characters, the cyberspace, blah, blah, blah. So, and there was no other person that I was like, hey, we have to vent. We have to talk about this than Lewis.
Oh, there's a lot of shit I need to vent about that, specifically that final.
The final
wave.
moments. There will be spoilers in this, so that's the heads up to everybody.
Yeah, in
This
case
is
you
a
haven't
full-on
missed it, what the
review.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't know
why
why
are you
you're
watching a
here.
Sonic?
Like,
Why are you watching a Sonic Frontiers podcast if you're not playing Sonic Frontiers? Like,
yeah, you should probably go.
to go.
I recommend you go finish it and then come back and we can have this great
or at least go watch
discussion.
what happens before you watch this.
Watch
so
what
you
happens.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, watch the movie. Sonic Frontiers, the movie on YouTube. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It is. They've made it. It's good. So, you completed it 100%, as in your map and...
Oh, well, I
Everything,
completed it
or-
100% my way.
What is your
the
way,
content?
Lewis?
My
We're
way is
canceled.
no 100%ing it on hard mode up until the final fucking trial,
Oh, right.
which I kind of did do on hard mode, but I just didn't think it was worth to. Which we'll get into that probably in a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was worth just doing the whole thing on hard mode because you would like beat a boss and then after the second boss, you probably run out of rings and have to rinse and repeat and do the same thing you already had done already. So I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna do what I did already on easy mode just to get to the point where I was at,
Yeah.
and then I kept going hard mode. Same thing with the final boss.
Okay. But did you
I-
collect everything on your map as well? Or was
Oh
it
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
okay.
I think I actually completed it all before you did actually.
I think you did because
Yeah.
I was doing extreme mode and I did everything before
Yeah.
you did. But
Oh,
then,
yeah, that's
like
what
I
happened
did,
to
I
you.
was
Yeah,
done, but
I
then
forgot.
I switched, which we'll get into a little bit later. But essentially, for those who are watching, yes, I'm a completionist. My name's SuperGirlKels. I'm a pro esports player, ex-pro esports player, semi, whatever you want to call it. And
She likes games.
I love
and
games
she loves the
professionally
game.
and being really good at it. So, and
She
especially
plays games
Sonic.
for a living.
Just a little bit. I don't know if people could tell. But Yes, I'm a completionist, so this is going to cover every little bit that the game can offer to me and to us. I clocked in my original file, the final file, at 90 hours of everything,
Oh, I should check
including. You
mine.
should probably check. Go turn on your
I'm gonna,
Xbox.
yeah.
He's turning on his Xbox. Thank God it's here. It's
It's
not.
Nintendo Switch. Actually, remember that I forgot
Oh,
about that. Yeah, which
well,
I can give
but
you my
that's a
point
good
of view on
thing.
this. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's all
variety.
planned. It's all planned. It's all planned. Well, then you know what? I'll go first while you're loading it up. I clocked
Sure.
in at 90 hours, including all DLC. So, and I've had 4 separate files across different platforms. So, if I were
You're
to add it
crazy.
on, yeah, I know I love this game. I don't know if people could
Yeah.
tell. If I'm gonna spoil it for everyone, this is my favorite Sonic game of all time. That's just flat out.
Yes.
That's just flat out like what I have to say, especially
There's
now
no
with the
fucking
DLC.
competition.
There's no competition. I'm sorry. Like I went back and played the other. I played some like other older
Dude,
Sonic games the other day, and I was like,
me
no, it's not the
too.
same.
Me too.
Yeah.
I play Adventure 2
Oh no,
just
I can't go
for some
back.
like nostalgia because I was like, I miss how Sonic would like
Did
control back in Adventure
Frontiers
2.
make you want to play Sonic Adventure 2? Because it did that to
Yeah,
me.
because of this. Yeah, because of the cyberspace
Yeah,
levels. I was like,
yeah,
oh my god, Metal
yeah,
Harbor! I want to play Metal Harbor. But then I kept glitching, and I was like, wait, was I blinded by nostalgia this whole time?
maybe,
And
maybe.
turns out that not like yes and no. It's just that I was so obsessed with Frontiers that just playing Sonic Adventure 2 like felt like more of a nostalgia game rather than this is the best Sonic game ever. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like I used to be before. Because like when Sonic Generations came out, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Lost World, Sonic Forces, and Sonic Boom, and etc. I was like, yeah, nothing's gonna beat Sonic Adventure 2 ever. Like
yeah,
even after playing Sonic Adventure, after playing Sonic Adventure 2,
yeah.
I was like,
It
yeah, I
wasn't the
think
same.
Sonic Adventure is still better. But like after playing this game like, to its like fullest, I was like, my god.
They did it. They fucking did it.
Oh, I clocked in at 98 hours.
Oh my god, look at us. The 90s are the best time alive, guys. Okay, so we got
I was
health
born in
issues, we got mental
97.
health. 98 to 93, I'm pretty sure. So that's not too
Yeah.
bad. And I'm assuming a lot of times our console was both idle. Like mine was for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So probably a little bit less. So
Half of
in
that
your
time was
end,
just
on
carrying.
the Switch
Yeah.
version exclusive. So I played across all systems, so I know how the Switch felt. Obviously,
Yeah.
I played on Xbox, so I couldn't go back to my Switch version. But now I do because I'm obsessed with this game.
Yeah.
So my everything was completed for me on Xbox, and for you it was on Switch. So how was the
Mhm.
experience knowing you were playing at a lower quality version, but that had so much to offer still?
I honestly don't think it bothered me at all.
Yeah.
Like not even one bit. Like because I saw footage of the other versions after playing the Switch version for the first time, and I still notice how like some like platforms and rails and stuff would like just like buffer in and would
Yep.
just like randomly disappear in the background as well. So it was like, well, the only thing that changes is the frame rate, and frame rate for me when it comes to 30 to 60 frames, yes, you can tell the difference, but it's never as in it's a game changer and deal breaker for me. No, I cannot play a game in 30 frames. No, I think most of the games I like are in 30 frames
Okay.
because like I just don't mind.
Yeah, especially
So to
when you
me,
grew up with like well we grew up with Nintendo. We grew up with like
yeah,
things that games that it didn't really matter about frame rate and graphics, but more about the quality of the game itself and
yeah.
the gameplay itself. So, for me, it bothered me only because I think I became so custom to what I had. So I
I
was
mean,
like,
yeah, it's the
why am
first
I playing this when I have this? You know.
exactly.
But if you didn't and you're used to it, I think it's still great. You were
Yeah,
talking about the pop-ins. I think pop-ins is probably one of the only features I just don't like, and I don't think anybody likes.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's not even Switch. It's
yeah.
just the game in general.
It's the game.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to go, especially when you're collecting everything on the map because we did.
Oh my God, those
I
tokens,
see it. I know where to go,
dude.
but there's nothing actually there. So how do I know where it is, how far? And sometimes some of the memories I think took an hour just to get.
I'm thinking about a specific. I don't know if you are gonna remember the same one I'm remembering, but I'm thinking of a specific Knuckles token, like the
Okay, I
medals
think I know which one you're
in
talking about.
Ares Island, the one that's like near the what's the boss called there? Like the one with the rings?
Caterpillar.
No, 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 no. Like with like the giant ass like
Yeah, the butt, the big
must.
butt.
No,
Is
not
it
the
a
caterpillar. Like no, the tall fucking
spider dude?
guardian. No, 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 the one that you have to like go on the rails and circles and then punch the middle
Yeah.
of it.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, I'm searching it up. But anyway, keep talking.
Yeah. But anyway, so like there was this one specific token in Avery's Island that you could just not quite figure out how to get there because you would see the token, you would mark it on the map, and you would see like this random ring or hoop, if you may,
Yeah.
uh, just like floating there, and you're like, how can I get there? And you had to like run all the way around, and I ended up having to look that one up specifically. Turns out I just
Wow.
had to go all the way to the other side to get there, but because the platforms and the rails and the ship would not just like load at all, so it would just seem like it was just floating there.
Yeah, and it feels like the game literally wouldn't load it because even Sonic himself didn't know it was there. Sometimes you like
Yes,
spawn or get somewhere before the game can actually load it, and you
yes,
would just completely fall out of line. So that part always made me laugh a little bit, and
yeah.
Sonic would always spaz out and result because the poor guy had no idea where the hell he
Oh
was trying to
God,
go.
dude,
So
Sonic just like spazzing out at random times was so funny to me.
yes, ma'am. Oh, are you talking about Ashura? No, wait, it's
No, not
No,
Ashura.
no, no, I know which one you're talking about. Wait. Oh, Strider. Strider. I was close. I said Spider.
Spider,
I said Spider. It's Strider. Yeah,
Spider,
no, I
yes,
think
yes,
I
yes.
actually think Strider is the worst one in the game. I hate that one so much.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, it's still the fucking what's the one in Uranus Island?
Let's
The
go.
one that looks like the scarab. I mean, the caterpillar. I fucking
The
hate the
actual
caterpillar one.
caterpillar one. The
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
is oh
yeah.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
his name is literally Caterpillar. So
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
couldn't think of another name.
Dude, that one was atrocious.
Yeah.
Like, like it would like really, really affect my depth perception at times.
Yeah, it did.
Like,
It
you
did.
know
The
how you
camera.
have to get like the blue spheres and then the yellow sphere, but then the camera would make it look like you're like on the right
No,
rail,
it
but
wasn't good.
oh
Yeah.
no, like, and it was just.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
It's
But
this
anyways,
like
we're
I
not
think
talking.
like there's not much things to complain about. So if people are here like, damn, they hated it, like no, we actually love it so much. But it's
We actually love it
you
so much
save
that
the
we wanted them
best
to
for
improve.
yeah. Like there's I feel like only 3 things we're really gonna complain about compared to the 100 things
Yeah.
we're gonna be really happy with.
Oh my
Which in
God.
general, the update I think itself, if we're gonna move on from that topic soon, but just
Yeah.
I think it was the best way to end off a DLC. I think that was so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. 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 For sure.
So the DLC included new characters, right? They actually meant it this time. New characters. We got
Yeah. Actual new
Amy.
characters.
We got
Not
Knuckles
just
and
fucking
Tails and
classic
his
Sonic and
motherfucking
shit.
Cyclone. So that was the best thing ever. And I love that they kept him for
My
last. That
God.
shit was on purpose.
Dude.
So good. The final boss. So for those who didn't play the DLC yet, the way to access it is you go to the final island. There's a warp ring that appears, and it's a throwback to the older, of course, Sonic game, Sonic CD.
Yeah.
And yeah, and obviously in Sonic 1 when you go to the special stage. So this special stage is an entire alternate universe as to what could happen if they chose a different path. That 1% chance of if Sage said, "Hey, there is another way, but
There's an even way more complicated way to beat him, but I don't know if you want
I don't know
to.
if you really want to do it, but we did it." So
And also Sonic players just wanting more kind of like,
we'll do
please.
it. We'll go for 5. How did you get in here, Tucker? Jesus,
Oh.
he really got in. He opened the door himself. Great. Shout outs to Tucker. So yeah, there's that. And then obviously there's the brand new Cyberspace stages, which I didn't even know. They're all remixes. They're not new, but they're all complete remixes of
They
what we've
felt
had.
brand new.
But they
They
felt
felt
completely
brand
new.
new.
Just like the fact of they utilized the limitations that you were able to unlock as Sonic and then use that on purpose to be like, you know everything now, so go.
Yeah.
And they used it as challenges. So that was really cool. And then finally, there was the trials, the actual climbing the largest towers, which are very much online considered to be the hardest things in a Sonic game ever done.
That's the one thing I wish they had explained story-wise.
Yeah. Why the
Because
fuck
like
is this tower so high?
no, not that because the towers were in Ria Island.
Yeah,
So
Rhea.
why were they in or Uran? How do you fucking pronounce that? The last
Uranus.
island? Uranus? Okay, sure,
They
let's call
call
it
it
Uranus.
Uranus. It's not,
Let's
but
call it Uranus. Let's call it Uranus.
I'm look. It's like
Or
it
maybe they
is that,
combined
but
both
it's like
islands.
yeah.
I guess I don't know, but like I wish they had like explained that somehow. But the towers themselves,
Uranos, there it is. Yeah,
Uranos
sorry.
knows. Okay, knows. Okay, so
Knows.
yeah, I just think the towers themselves were like a great challenge.
Yep.
Like
They
I
were
was like,
literally better than Sonic Unleashed DLC, and that shit was
I
really good.
remember that when I got to Sonic the first time, you know how like you have to play as Amy, then play as Knuckles, then play as Tails, and then play as Sonic. When I started playing as Sonic, I was like, wait, so like, am I just playing as Sonic? Nothing's different. Like, what am I gonna do?
That
Like,
was so sad. Yeah.
I'm already all like, because I've leveled up like 99,
Maxed.
99 max, like every single stat. So I was like, so am I not collecting
True. You
more
went
shit?
into it
Like,
already totally maxed up. I was on extreme, so I was level 1.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I was already maxed out. So I was like, so like, what do I do now? And then people were like, "Whoa, like unlock the map." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Which, by the way, I did not mention this, but I was so excited the first time when I started playing the game that I just zoomed past like the first part half of the DLC, and I remember I didn't upgrade a single character. Like I think
Oh
I did
no.
half of the skill tree for each character. I didn't even unlock the Cyclone for Tails.
Oh no! You didn't
And I was like,
experience the
so
beauty.
when I got to Sonic, it was like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted to feel. Fuck Tails, fuck Knuckles, they
Yeah, it's
feel
like
like
these
shit.
characters suck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then I remember I started watching your stream, and you were like still with Amy. I was like,
Yeah. I
huh?
was on
Like
Amy for
why?
6 hours.
Yeah. So
She
it's
was the
like
longest.
I think I should get the full experience. I don't think I should rush in, and I should just enjoy the actual thing
Yeah.
because the story was so intriguing to me. I was like, wait, so like, why are they there? Why are they collecting the emeralds? Like, what happens next? So I was just going through the
The
story
motions.
missions. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna start over. And when I started, playing as the rest of the characters, I was like, oh, great. But then when I got to Sonic, that's where I was like, okay, so like, what now? Like, do I just like go talk to people? Like, but then I saw that there were the cyberspace levels, and I saw the towers and the missions. Like the main like story missions were actually, oh, go climb this tower. Now go climb this tower. When I got to the first tower, I said, "Fuck this! I need a
I'm not.
break.
I need a break. I need
I'm
a
not okay."
mental complication. Yeah, that was literally me. And then you went back and finally
Yeah.
did everything else. You were like,
Oh my
oh,
God. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's when I was
It's
like, you know
cool.
what? I'm gonna take my time. And
Yeah, that's
honestly, I should
exactly
take
how
my
it
time.
felt. Like, I remember turning on the game, and my initial reaction to Amy was I didn't like her because I didn't like how
You
floaty she
didn't?
was. I
I
hated
loved
that, like,
Amy.
yeah, that was the initial reaction. It was just like she was like, I forgot one, I was on extreme difficulty, so everything was level 1.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that, and then just moving was very hard with her. Like, she felt too sharp, so if you moved, she really had angles that just Sonic did not have, which was great because
Mhm.
she was just a new
She's a
character.
slow
It didn't
Sonic
feel like a
too.
skin. Yeah. So it felt really good. But then I started to really understand her triple jumps. I started to unlock her skill tree. I started to really learn to maneuver with Amy. And I was just like, holy shit. Like, I became addicted. I spent the most time with Amy because
Yeah.
I fell in love with the fact of if I want to go over there, not only can I spin jump, but I can use my card trick and then I can get a stomp jump and then I can NATO
Oh
down
my God,
and
the
then I can jump
stomp jump.
again and it was like and then I can just kind of float my way down. So
The stomp jump was so
it was
broken.
so busted and good and fun, and I think that like Amy's by far in terms of movement wise she was my favorite. If especially if
Same
you're going to
here.
be a speedrunner, like she's so good. She just
I
feels
think
great.
I think the reason why you enjoyed Amy the most is because she was the most platforming character out of the four.
Can you tell I'm a platformer like lover?
Yeah,
Yeah, I fell in
because
love with
with
her.
Tails
Yeah,
and Knuckles, you would like just like fly
go.
past the whole thing, and you would just zoom by. But then
Do we
for
talk about
Amy,
Knuckles now then? Like,
oh,
do we talk about my boy did not get justice at all? And I
I
feel
mean,
really
I
bad for
think
him. I loved him. I really did.
I,
Like, I had
could
personal fun with him. I really did.
yeah,
I just
could he have
like
been better? Yes.
yes.
Was he atrocious as people were saying online?
Yes. Yes.
Not as bad.
When you can skip the entirety of Knuckles' section by just using an
I enjoyed
infinite.
that shit.
I did. It was again, it was fun as fuck. Do I think that like he was horrible and he wasn't fun? Nope. I think he was actually one of the funnest characters. But
He was very limited. I think that's what it was.
you sucked the fun out of him knowing that you
I
can
think
skip everything And
That is true. They're probably gonna patch that.
I don't know if they will because it's a speedrun tactic and Sega loves speedruns.
I know.
I know. I
I
hope they do, but I hope they don't. I don't know.
My only gripe with Knuckles is that he's not able to climb the
Normal
actual
walls.
normal
That
walls.
was my
Yeah.
reaction too. I was like, why
I
can't I
like
just
that.
climb?
I like that he was able to climb Sonic's
That
walls.
was cool. That was
That was
nice.
cool. And
Yes.
that and I like that you could boost up the wall.
Yeah,
That
you
was
just
cool
I love the
too.
way that he like takes his knuckles and
Yeah,
goes even fast. He looks like he's
yeah, yeah,
boxing. Yeah,
yeah,
it's really cool.
yeah.
I didn't like his voice acting. I liked his voice actor, but I think maybe because I don't know if this was his first time because I remember
No,
they no way. I don't know what it was. I
no.
don't think it's the writing, but I think his
It was
tone
a
was
different
very
direction.
exaggerated. Yeah, because Amy's felt perfect, Tails felt
Yeah,
amazing, and then Knuckles just felt very forced, and I didn't really like take with it
yeah.
much. It didn't
I
feel like
think
Knuckles should be like that.
Knuckles, like, I think for this specific part of the story, they wanted to show him like worried, but still like putting off like a tough face and like putting up a front, like as oh, I'm gonna fucking do this for Sonic, but
Yeah.
it just felt like he was,
It felt like sarcastic. I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
It
he
felt
was
like
just,
you and me joking in the background somewhere where we should not be
yeah,
joking.
yeah.
I don't know. It didn't
I
feel
just
right.
didn't, I just didn't mind him as much. Like,
Yeah.
I think people were over exaggerating. People were like, oh, he can't turn. Like,
Yeah, people are stupid, by
well,
the way. Just turn up the turning.
you can turn
Like,
up. I mean, it's still, even if
it's
you like increase it, it's
yeah.
still hard to
It's
turn
not Sonic Adventure
compared.
2. Like if
That's what it
that's what
is.
you're
That's
trying
what
to
it
do,
is.
it's not. Like
That's what it is. Like, he's not been playable for so long
yeah.
that the only good memories of Knuckles that people have in 3D specifically is him in Sonic Adventure 1 and
And
2.
heroes of
Because
him just in the triangle dive moving. That's all
I
it
mean,
is.
that doesn't
And it
really
doesn't count.
count. Come
It
on,
doesn't count. And
but
even then, like, I feel like we have to remember that Sonic doesn't even turn like that, right? Like when we
yeah,
switched over to this boost formula, that sharp turn of freedom controlling Sonic was gone from that day on.
yeah,
And it's been like that. So there was
and
not
there's room
gonna
for
be that
improvement.
kind of turning. Like I was not expecting to feel
Yeah, at
that
least not for
fluid with
this game.
Knuckles. Not for
Yeah,
this one. Maybe the next one. I'm hoping Sega finally decides now that they see this potential and the sales, they really decide finally after how long has it been? It's been over 15 years of using the Hedgehog engine. I want them to let it go. I
wasn't
just
it a brand
like
new engine this time?
it is a brand new engine. It's their new engine. It's like Hedgehog Engine 3, but it's the same engine. It's just the third one.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want the Hedgehog engine. I want them to start from scratch. They have the budget
yeah.
now. Just make something from the ground up that involves the freedom of movements. Because if you took Sonic Adventure 2's controls and
Oh my
just
god,
put it into a world like Frontiers, I think it would have been like a 10 out of 10 game.
dude, Sonic Adventure 2 like just like controls so smoothly.
That's it. You move left, you go left. You go right, you go
Yeah,
right. You stop, you
yeah.
stop. It didn't feel
I
slippery.
did
So
I did like that they added the option to like increase or decrease momentum.
I did like that a lot. I stopped it.
Ah,
I used it for the
wave
towers.
two,
So,
wave two. Oh, me
oh
too,
yeah,
me
towers. I was
too.
like, we're gonna turn that up, down, down until I realized that like I was at the
Yeah,
perfect height and distance for wherever I needed to go.
yeah. And then for Tails specifically,
Tails.
the reason why when I played the first time I didn't like him as much was because first of all they removed the homing attack
Yeah,
for
it's
Tails
true. It's
specifically.
true.
So at first I was
It's
like,
weird.
why can't I target the thing? And since you needed to like upgrade your shit to get the wrenches and shit, I was like, do I just need to like aim for the fucking crane so I can go up or like
Yeah.
the zip line? Like what do I do? And I was like, man, at least he can fly. Which I loved how like he would like hover a
Yeah,
little
me
bit and then
too,
would go
especially.
boom.
Yeah, like he like boosted himself up. He launched
Yeah,
himself up. I wish it was a little faster, in all
yeah,
honesty, but like it was nice. You really felt that impact of like I'm gonna fly now, and then he flies. So that was nice.
yeah.
And I
And I
didn't have
like that they
to
kept.
mash A. You know how like we always had to mash A with
Oh
Tails? We just
God,
held the button and
yeah.
he was just flying.
Yeah. I also like that they kept his like essence from like the main story. He was
Yeah.
like, I still want to do this shit on my own. If you go talk to the side characters
Oh
while you
yeah.
complete the game, you like still get some interesting dialogue between characters. Which by the way, it was weird that some of the cutscenes did not have voice acting at all. I don't know if it was intent. I don't know if
Yeah.
they just didn't have enough time
It was actually
to.
bugs. I'm pretty
It
sure
was
it's a
bugged.
bug.
It was
Cause
bugged.
you see
Okay.
them moving and it's like they're just There's no voice. So I think it was
Yeah.
bugs. Yeah.
Okay.
There
I
is a
hope.
lot of bugs in this DLC and in the base
Yeah.
game now from the updates that unfortunately I feel like they just ran out of time or just never ran into it. And we'll get
Yeah.
into that obviously, but like the fact is it's a Sonic game, there's going to be bugs. And again, I
I
think
mean,
it also points to the Hedgehog engine.
it's a video game.
Yeah. So
Video
is
games have bugs no
so
matter
is
what.
Mario Odyssey. And
That game has bugs.
yeah, not as many as this though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit.
We love Sonic.
We also like the we also like the Cyclone. Just saying, the Cyclone.
Oh, dude!
When you
When
unlocked
I
it, what did you
unlocked,
feel, bro? Like,
oh my god! I said I'm free. All I did was just
oh my
infinite
god.
side loop just to get the infinite fucking thing, and I would just go.
Just the
Whee!
fact that you annihilated the rest of the map with Tails alone.
Oh my god!
Insane.
I
Insane.
remember.
I need to go
I
here. Oh,
remember.
another side character's here.
I remember. For one part of the second Tails, segment. You know how you have to go all the way up to get the emerald? Like,
Yeah.
that's like all the way at the top. I accidentally ran into it while I was trying to find a different Coco to get like upgrades and shit. So I was like, oh damn it. I did all of that work for nothing because it was like a cool platforming section. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll just drop down. But then when I got to that part again, that actually made me want to go get the emerald, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip
Fly
this
there.
whole
Yeah,
thing and
screw it.
then
Like,
just like go
yeah,
there.
screw it. Like, even me.
Yeah.
Like, I platformed for the beginning, but everyone was telling me, like, go to the right side of your skill tree first. And I was not spoiled at all, and I'm really happy. I didn't watch even the initial trailer of this DLC, so I was really, really happy that I didn't. Because when I got that Cyclone, I freaking popped off, and it's the sense of boost and height you get. The fact that if
Yeah.
you do have infinite boost, you go all the way past the game's limits. And it's so funny
Yeah.
and strange that they let you do it because it's not a bug, it's definitely intentional. And then
Ugh.
you drop down. I love that you like go as high as you can and you're
You
still on
just
the
go,
glowing stick because nothing freaking loaded. And you're like,
yeah.
where do I go? And you just fall on it and you're like, there it is! Boom! Just like, it's great. I think Tails was like the reward. I think he was the completionist reward. That's what it felt
Also,
like.
in general, I liked that they added the colored cocos to like
Yes,
collect.
yes,
I don't know
yes,
why it
yes.
was
Me
so
too.
fucking satisfying
It was
to
really
just
nice.
go around and go, oh my god, look, a pink one. Oh my god, a pink one. Oh wait, this is for Knuckles. I'm gonna remember this.
That's
Okay,
it. It was, and
it was.
I'm so stupid. Like I didn't even realize it was color coded at first. I kept like trying to talk to things with Amy and
Me
Knuckles
too.
area. I was like,
Me too.
"Is
Because
this one hard
they ha-
mode?"
they
Like,
had a giant ass ring around them that
yeah.
would like go away when you like approach them. So I was like, why can't I talk to them? Hello. I
Damn
would
it!
just
I
poke them in
broke the
the
game again. Like,
eye. Yeah.
yeah. And then finally you change color and you're like, "Wait, I'm red." That oh.
Ah.
It freaking hits you, stupid. So, and this has been another episode of
Also,
ADHD.
I don't know if you figured this out earlier than me,
I'm
and
scared.
I'm just stupid. Or anyway, so you know the purple chests, like look like icons.
Yeah,
You know how they're like like different from the blue ones.
yeah,
See, for the longest time, since you would collect also like randomly one of those like weird looking cocos that were purple too. I
right.
was like, I bet I need to collect as many of them to unlock certain
That's what
abilities
I
so I can
thought
get
too. I'm
those.
so glad you felt the same way because I only got to the end of the game when people were like, Kelsey, you just need to use your Psyloop attack. I
was like, I remember because when I unlocked Amy's hammer and the Tails laser and shit, I was like, that's lame. Why would I use that if I have side loop? I'm just not never gonna
yeah.
use that. And then I think for one of the Tails platforming sections, I accidentally press it, and then it shot at the wall, and then it activated something. I was like,
Wow.
oh,
Wow.
oh, and then I
I
went
get
back and
it
did
now.
it.
It was
Yeah.
the same with me. I'm so like I think I got to the end of the game with Tails when I realized it. So and then I went like
Yeah.
obviously back for everything. So, but what we were most surprised of I think was the towers. I think.
Oh my god. Okay, now we can talk
Now
about
we
the
can talk
towers.
about the towers, and then we'll
My
talk about
God.
cyberspace. So, towers, best part of the entire game. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a platform challenge, but it's an extremely difficult platform challenge, and I did them all in extreme difficulty, including the trials. So it was and I
They're crazy,
and
yeah.
like if we could like the links are in the description, but I did them all second to third try like of each. So I felt like super satisfied getting to each one at the top because I prepared mentally to take hours like everyone else did. And then I was like, aha, get on my. So I felt really good about being a Sonic fan. And then when I went back in hard mode, I couldn't do them. I had to like play around. I realized it was harder though.
Get humbled.
No, but that's it. Like I actually I realized that only later, and I actually texted you about this because you were like you had trouble with one of them, and then I realized that in extreme difficulty, because you're set to level 1, it was way easier. Just because when you're going up certain ramps, whatever, you're at a certain speed, and it's designed around you being level 1. So when I was on hard mode and I was fully maxed out 100% and going back to them, I was like, I just launched myself up 3 stories and I missed where I was supposed to go, and I didn't realize it.
I take full responsibility for taking forever to do the towers myself because I was just lazy to like adjust the stats so I could like. I was like, nah, bitch, set that all to fucking max. Fuck
hardest thing, fastest way.
You know how on the first tower there's this one platform that has the 2 boost bats that you need to side loop around? Since I didn't turn momentum off, I kept just like I just kept doing that because I was like, nah, I can do it. I'm just gonna do it.
I'm fine. I'm not me, nah, man. The second I would fail up to 3 times and I would see the angles I was at, my non-mathematical brain actually did science and was like, dude, my deceleration is way too high, and then I just would adjust, and then finally I would like it would be perfect, and it was so satisfying. It was like a weird puzzle.
What's 8 times 5?
Don't ask me that question. We're not talking about it.
60?
60!
Anyways.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah, anyways. That first tower, it was... I feel like the first
it's 30,
tower was
by
a
the
good
way.
Introduction.
5 times 6? Did I get it right?
5
times 6.
8 times 5.
Okay, sorry. I thought 5 times 6 is right, though. Okay, 5 times 6.
Anyway.
There's a reason why I do content and not math.
So
I didn't even listen to the question.
So I think you did not. Anyway,
favorite tower?
I feel like that first tower. Well, my favorite tower was the one that you had to like climb the walls.
Oh, fuck you.
You didn't like that one?
That was the only. It's not. I loved them all. I loved every single tower.
Okay.
So that was my favorite part of the entire game. I wish they were longer, which is dumb. But like,
I wish there were more.
I wish I didn't want it to end. I was like, people are babies. Everyone was like, I remember everybody was like complaining on Twitter that they're too hard or whatever, and I was like, dude, it's literally just a platformer, like a hard platformer, a generic hard platformer. That's what I would define it at. It wasn't even up there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But if I can tell that if you were not a hardcore gamer, or if you're not a Sonic fan that has been around for over 10 years, yes, you would struggle. Yeah, you're gonna struggle.
I think Celeste prepared us for this moment.
Oh, bro, Celeste prepared us for this moment.
God.
100%. That and all the hard games we've gotten to play together.
Yeah.
Over the
Crash Bandicoot. Oh my God, those are hard.
Yeah,
games.
Crash was harder. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say, yeah, every tower I loved so much. The last one was my favorite one. It just felt fluid. It felt like if you reacted in time, you succeeded, and you were punished for whatever. It was very quick. It was like
it's the one with the giant ass cubes. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
okay,
there's cubes.
I remember.
It was like a mix of everything, you know. There was ramps, there was cubes, there was fans,
the cannons.
there was fans.
Yeah.
It just felt so good. It was like a different challenge. It was like a Celeste level where you're going in every room and there's something new.
Yeah.
And it was a good test.
Don't even get me started on the fucking fans.
Yeah, those fans did not work, but we've been struggling since Unleashed, so we figured it out.
That tower. There's this one point in the fan tower that you need to like reach a specific point. Like after you jump through I think 5 pink hoops, you reach a rail that sends you to another 3 hoops, and then you reach a rainbow one. And then from there you end up right in the middle of like a square full of fans.
Oh, that's where I also kept falling. Yeah, because my deceleration rate was way too low.
Mine was completely at max speed for some reason, and it still wouldn't reach. I would double jump, and I would never reach it.
Crazy.
I looked it up just to see if I was doing something different, and then the video I looked up, I was like, why are there springs there? Wait, why does it have springs? Am I supposed to activate certain switch? So I was already there for like
and you never
20 minutes.
activated the switch.
So No. There was no switch to be activated.
Okay.
But my dumbass thought there was, so I just dropped all the way down, ran around, got to a point that was set for Knuckles to complete. I was like, oh, I guess I had to do that. Turns out all they did in the video was they set the game to easy, so it would
So the
like
springs would
spawn.
appear.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck that part, and that's why I started figuring out. Okay, you know what? If this is too much of a fucking headache for me, I'm just gonna turn easy mode on, get to that specific point that's bullshit, and then turn hard mode back
That
on.
is really nice
So
that they added that though. Like if you are
yeah,
frustrated to the point of I can't do this, you can just
yeah,
turn on the switch. Hey, here's some springs. Here's less
yeah,
enemies. Here's whatever, and the whole game would just be a little bit different for you.
yeah.
So that's
When
really
we get to
good.
the difficulty spike, I'm when we get to the difficulty spike conversation, I'm gonna
Let's
go
talk
off
about it.
this.
Extreme mode is impossible.
Oh, oh
Um,
my god!
so if you've
Specifically
been
the final
watching
trial.
me for the past, like when this DLC came out, I went for 5 days. I took off work and I spent 5 days all weekend live every day, all day. And it was just me trying to do extreme difficulty. I made it all the way till the very last trial. And the last trial is a boss rush of the final bosses of each island.
Yeah,
And extreme difficulty means you can't get touched or you die. And in this
yeah.
trial, if you die once, you restart the whole trial, including cutscene and everything. That was a
God, the
fucking pain.
cutscenes.
That was a pain.
God, the
I think I
cutscenes.
tried for 8.5 hours before we finally said, like, we noticed no one on YouTube did it. No one did extreme difficulty. And I waited like a whole 24 hours and only one other person did it. And even then, like, I noticed there was no completion reward for extreme difficulty. And then I said, no, let's not. You don't understand that there is only 4 frames on parry. You need to do perfect parrying. In this update, they actually fixed parrying. They nerfed it where you can't hold it infinitely anymore. You could spam it in the air and you stay afloat. So those awesome jump rope, maps are nerfed. You can't just hold it anymore. I
Yeah,
got beaten pretty bad. It was hilarious, but
yeah.
like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna mash it. That's fine. No, it's literally so precise. Like if you're mashing it, you're still not getting it. It's 4 frames for extreme difficulty
Oh,
as to
but
when that parry comes out.
that's just pairing in general. For
Yeah.
the child specifically, they made you learn how to super pair, which I think is a lame name,
But
by the
that's what
way.
I mean. Super parry, perfect parry. It's called perfect parry.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
they
yeah,
called
yeah,
it.
whatever.
But
Yeah,
yeah, it's only
perfect. It's
four
still lame.
frames, and the actual parry part of it is only 2 frames.
Yeah,
So fuck,
that's the
fuck.
one thing I wish, because that's the reason why I started doing the okay, I beat this boss already in hard mode. Let's go to easy mode
Right.
because the difficulty itself didn't really change. The only thing that changed for that trial in particular, and then the final boss too, I noticed, was
The
the
perfect parry.
timing, the pairing. So I was like, is it worth just like because I don't think they should like say, oh, this is hard mode, this is extreme mode, this is medium mode. If it's just gonna change one thing and that change is just bullshit.
Right.
I wish they like if they are gonna do like a hard mode version of the boss or like a medium mode version, that would have been cool. Like let's say for extreme mode, you know how halfway through the bosses they activate the lasers and shit, which like
Which is
I think they
ass.
should have. I mean, yeah,
I mean,
but I feel
it's
like
good, but not in extreme mode because you just hit and
yeah.
it's not your fault. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Continue.
Oh okay. I get what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, so I feel like for extreme mode in particular, I think instead of just oh if you get hit once that's it. Oh by the way you can't parry anymore. You have to do it like at the right time
Perfectly.
or else you're fucking fucked. I feel like they should have just added the whole final phase from the very beginning, or like add certain attacks, remove certain attacks in
Yeah.
lesser difficulties
Yeah.
to make it actually like different instead of just oh okay if you hold it that's it that's easy mode. Oh if you time it a little bit like
Less or whatever.
less or whatever. Oh, medium. Oh, you want to time it perfectly? Yeah, that's extreme mode. Like, I just didn't like that. That was the only change they did for
Yeah,
that
because
trial
we
in
wure
particular.
privileged. We were privileged the
Yeah,
entire year of I'm gonna
I like
hold
being
parry.
privileged.
Me too. Look at me. I literally I literally just felt so spoiled all year knowing that we can just hold parry, and it wasn't a
Yeah,
problem for any boss. So all of a sudden you remove it and it's like,
yeah,
oh, now I'm playing the game. So
yeah,
that was a big change for sure. But I mean, I did give in. I went down to hard mode and that was a 6-frame
Yay.
open window for parrying, so that was a lot
Still
better.
bullshit, by the way.
Still a lot though, and at least you can get hit, but still a lot.
Yeah. Also, another reason why I ended up just like going back and forth between difficulties was because of the fucking cutscenes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
I was hoping they would actually add an option to skip
yeah, me too.
some of the
We're
cutscenes that are in the
2023 and you
middle of the
still
boss
can't skip
fight.
cutscenes in a Sonic game.
Yeah.
It's still not a thing.
Also,
Even the final credits, it's the same credits. You can't skip it. So they
also
know
I
you did
wish
it.
that for the Wyvern section, because by the
Fuck
way,
Wyvern.
Wyvern's the best boss battle,
Best
but my
boss
God,
battle in the game.
fuck him in this trial in particular,
Just fuck
because
him as a
instead
boss
of
in this trial. Yeah.
instead of just starting right away, even if you want to include the Sonic, like the running segment before you become Supersonic, that's fine. I mean, that's actually what you're supposed to do. That happens in the first and third boss too. But the fact that you had to climb the tower every single time you would retry, and then just wait there for the Wyvern to get there,
Yeah, it was a
and
lot.
then turn around, and then activate the cutscene. By the way, I like that you could skip that cutscene in particular.
Just that
But then
one.
you have to go all around, which was also an auto scroll section, basically.
And Sonic never does well in an auto scroll,
Uh,
which we'll get
and
to
then
later. That's part of the cyberspace I really hate. But yeah.
yeah, and yeah, that was my only gripe with that final trial.
Me
Like
too.
just Wyvern.
Yeah, when you
Because the night
fail,
was
you
just
have to cry for another 20 minutes because of
yeah,
Wyvern. Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
I think that part was ass, especially in Extreme. I didn't even get to
yeah.
play. Like, a missile would come to me. Ah, fuck! Like, it was like, I'm pretty sure there's a montage somewhere of me like just doing
Also,
that.
for the Wyvern in particular, like in specific, you know how you have to actually time the parry and shit, right?
Yeah.
So your brain is like, okay, when the fucking claw is on you, okay, right? But no, for the Wyvern in particular, once it's here,
Yeah.
that's when you need to
Yeah, no.
fucking parry.
Yeah, the hitbox
The
is
animation's
actually yeah,
confusing.
it's the hitbox
It's
itself. So the
confusing.
claw is
I'm
here, but
gonna
the
cry
hitbox is
again.
actually this huge circle around him. So once that circle actually hits you, that's you being hit. So that's when you have to actually activate parry, and that takes you at least 15 tries just to know that. And then he mixes up the timing too. So you actually
Oh my god,
block
that
the
second
claw,
phase.
and then the
That's
second
so
phase he mixes the timing, and then he hits you 2 times, and then he hits you
and then
the
hits you with the
third
tail.
time.
With
The tail
too.
is so
Oh
much
my god.
faster, and and that has a linear hitbox. It's not like the big circle on his claw. His tail is literally his tail. So everything just changes, and but then the
Yeah.
night you just fuck him up, so that part's easy. But it's literally Wyvern. Wyvern was by far the hardest part of the entire trial.
Yeah.
So final boss.
It was cool. It was but it was cool that they actually like introduced the fourth like guardian, because in the main story you just see the 3 guardians that are not the guardians, the chaos people, whatever they're called.
Yeah, I call them
The
chaos.
ancients. The ancients, thank you.
The
I remember.
ancients. I thought you said
Yeah.
Asians. I was like, we need to talk to Lewis. That's not nice, bro. I was like, bro, what did you just say?
No.
And
Yeah,
then,
so
no,
so
the ancients.
Yeah, no. So the ancients, you see the like the first 3 when you beat every single one of them. You go, and then they die, right? Whatever. But
Sorry.
then, but
That
then
was
for
funny.
the, but then for the fourth, like for the Supreme Titan, you don't see him at
No.
all. You just see the end controlling
Yeah.
Supreme. That's all you see, right? So I think it was a nice detail that the final Titan, I mean, sorry, Ancient was shown. He got some screen time. And then what's the name of the fifth one?
The one that no one likes.
The one with the angry face. The
Yeah, the
one
one
that
no one
always
like.
like
King,
hovers over
King,
you.
King. It's just King.
King Coco.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when I first started the trial, I noticed that he started following me. I didn't notice it at first for the Giganto, whatever it's called, boss battle. But you know how for the Wyvern you have to climb up the tower, right?
Yeah.
So you would see him just like
Running
right
after
behind
you?
you, and I realized, wait, why are you following me? So I just started moving around, and then he would follow you, and I would just go, hee.
Am I here? Now I'm over here. You can't catch me here. That's so funny.
But yeah, but it got to like a point where I was like, why are you menacingly staring at me? Stop.
Yeah.
I want home. But once you beat that final trial,
Oh, it's satisfying, man. One of the
It's
most
so
satisfying
satisfying.
things I've ever had in gaming. Like,
yeah.
that was so good. It felt so good. And then the reward being Cybersonic. So,
Yes.
I actually ended up skipping a section apparently of
Oh no,
the game.
you're already talking about the final boss.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
going to
talking
the
about the
final
final
boss
trial.
now. Like, I don't
Okay.
like. Yeah, there's a lot there. You know, we've been going 45 minutes already. So,
Oh, oops.
ooh. We love talking. We can do this obviously all day. But the final boss. I mean, the
Yeah.
end being connected with Supreme. We
Yeah.
always complained how Supreme was too easy. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that they acknowledged it. And I don't know if this was in the plans for so long, but obviously it was an unfinished boss, and then we got the true final boss,
Yeah.
which was all Supreme, really. I mean, the
I
end did
really,
nothing.
I think I'm one of the few people that actually really final boss, like the
I
original
liked
final
the
boss.
original. I was gonna say that. I'm glad we agree. I actually like the original final boss better. Just because maybe that's just my kind of game. Maybe that's my kind of challenge. It
I
mixed
just,
it up.
yeah,
I don't know
dude,
what it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
I
yeah.
do like though that we got a true final Sonic form. So that was
Yes,
really nice.
yes,
But and maybe that could have been part 1, but I really would have liked still to have that final boss ending because I think that the end itself was one, the music is my favorite in the entire game,
yeah,
but just that entire experience I think was so open to a casual audience of
yeah,
Galaga and shooters or
yeah, yeah,
whatever. I
yeah.
think it just mixed you
That's
up.
probably what they were aiming for. Yeah,
It was really nice. I enjoyed it completely. And I was really sad that it wasn't there now and it was just like a normal boss. What made it special was Cybersonic. I ended up skipping though,
that
apparently a cutscene that I was supposed to turn to Cybersonic earlier. And
really.
everybody, or like there's a cutscene where Sonic is like, or no, it's a Supersonic cutscene when he's Supersonic
Oh yeah,
2.
I know which
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, after you know how you like would get shot a shit ton of like balls your way, like
Yeah.
orbs,
Which
and
sucked by the
once
way. Fuck those trees.
if you every time I would like get fucking blocked by those trees, I would just like
Dude,
go.
I literally was gonna cause the
Wee!
next forest fire. Like it was not like I literally was going crazy. I hated it.
Shout outs to Canada.
Oh,
Anyway,
Shaz, Canada. Hope you. We hear, homie. I'm suffering in pollution. So it's yeah.
anyways, so after you, I think you have to block all 5 of them to then like
Perfect
activate a
parry, by the
cutscene
way.
that shows you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, after that you get like thrown right in front of the of Supreme, and then you get like 2 claw attacks. No, 3. After you cover all 3, like you parry, sorry, all 3, you can press the X and A command. Well, for me it's X and A, like the
Yeah,
little
you'd have to
to
dodge. Yeah,
activate
yeah,
a
yeah.
cutscene. Yeah, and then that activates like a cool, power move that makes Sonic go, and
Oh,
I don't know, you can look it up.
it's
It's
bad.
it's
I
really
did watch
cool.
it. I did. I was like, oh, okay,
But
cool. But apparently,
but
I
like
just did it too fast, so I skipped it.
people were making a big deal about it. It's just
It's
one
literally
cutscene.
fine. Just read the
You're not
comics.
missing
But
it.
it was cool. It was definitely cool. What blew me
My
away though was Cybersonic. Cybersonic was
yes,
fucking sick, and it's sad we're never gonna see him again because it's just like Night of the Winds
yeah,
and
yeah.
Sonic and the Secret Rings. He's just that exclusive form. But he was badass as shit. The way he would twitch, the way his eyes would literally be a computer, like cyberspace,
I
was
just wish
so
we got to
cool.
play as him.
I think that would have been even cooler. Imagine glitching your way through like each world. It's like
Yeah,
there's no bugs now. It's like that would have been so cool.
yeah. I feel
Me
like
too.
I mean, because you do get an upgrade of Supersonic in
Yeah,
the middle of the first half of the final boss battle, but after that, all you get's a cutscene, which is I think it's the best cutscene in the entire like Sonic fucking
universe.
franchise of video games.
I agree,
It was so fucking good. When Eggman grabs the fucking sword, I was like,
bro.
I was like, are we playing as Eggman?
That would
What's
have been
that? Are you
even
gonna?
cooler if it was like a chip
Yeah,
moment or something.
but
Yeah.
then it was still such a cool moment, like nonetheless. And Sonic just like blasting through Supreme and then blasting to the fucking moon.
I was like, there goes the moon again.
And then you would see Super Sonic damaged.
Yeah,
Like,
see, that was cool because we never
yeah,
see that. Like whatever Sonic's hit in the game, whatever. Like even like normal Sonic, you never see his damage. Shout out to Sonic Forces, but like, and then you saw Super Sonic. You saw the damage on Sonic, but it was Super Sonic, and that has never
yeah.
happened in the history of Sonic. So that was so cool. Unless it's Sonic X. Sonic X was the only other time where Supersonic was really damaged, and that was like really
Sonic
bad. I remember that.
X.
But still, this is the first time canon wise that this
Yeah.
was like insane.
When Super Sonic beat the fucking hypersonic. Well, no, sorry, not hyper, cyber sonic.
Cyber,
Thank you.
honey.
Sorry, I get them confused. There's so many of them.
I know there's a lot. It's okay.
When Cybersonic defeated the fucking end, I was like, are we getting a Sonic Adventure 2 moment? Is Sonic gonna die?
It would have been hilarious if Shadow was like, Maria, you fulfilled your promise. And then he just dies. The end.
And then fucking I liked that they changed the ending, but they kept Sage. I have a personal connection to that one final cutscene. I'm not gonna bring that up here.
That's a whole other podcast.
No, yeah. That's a whole other therapy session.
Anyway, that is a whole series.
Anyways, so I like that Sage ended up surviving everything. She didn't have to sacrifice at all.
Yeah.
Sonic did all of the work. Anyway, and then I liked the best detail. I think that it was how they changed the final end credit song. Instead of Sage going, "Father, I'm gonna miss you. We'll always remember the memories," it changed to, "We're going home, Papa." It was
beautiful,
so
beautiful,
fucking...
beautiful.
Oh,
it's true though. It's true though. Yeah, like they changed the words.
Anyway.
They changed next series. They changed the words. They changed the tone. They changed like they did a really good job, and that was like the true ending. And especially Eggman being the last thing in the game, saying like, "Let's go home now, daughter." That was like so. That was so nice.
And I like that with that ending, they didn't like you could pick whatever ending you want, and it's still canon.
We know that no matter what, Sage is alive.
Exactly, both end up with Sage going back to life or never actually sacrificing herself.
Yeah.
So you get to see her again, no matter what ending you choose. You still get to go home with your friends as Sonic, and it's just like Amy still mentions Sticks, which is so cool. The one time we'll care about Sticks.
The one time.
So yeah, overall, I feel like story-wise, it was a good alternate way to wrap up the Sonic Frontiers plot. I liked how they found a way to implement all the characters and still make sense of the whole story. Specifically, I love, and you and me spoke about this already. I love how they fucking justify two major key points that people were complaining about. First of all, why are there so many random ass rails just like hanging around the island? They were never there. If you talk to Sage for a particular side story mission, she's like, "What are you looking at?"
She's like, "You're dumb."
What are you talking about? I see nothing. It's just a fucking empty island.
It's all of Sonic's memories.
It's all of Sonic's memories, like all mixed up in cyberspace and like corrupted and shit, which ended up explaining why. So even though, like, from a gameplay perspective and then like a video game player perspective too, yeah, I feel like they should have like, made it look like they blend in with the island itself instead of just like being around there randomly. But I think that just them taking the time to like actually explain why they were there, like give it an explanation, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I agree.
And then sorry, you go.
No, you good. I know that we got like a delay, so like.
Sorry. And then
go. You go. Panic.
And then the second most important thing, I think, like, was the most important thing in the whole fucking game. They explained why Big never left cyberspace.
The most important thing in the entire game, bro.
Well, at least to me.
We did. Like, we're ADHD as fuck, and all we kept wondering is, why is Big there? When is he going home? Like,
first of all, I was like, oh no, Big's there. Okay, that's cool. But then everyone left, and I was like, does that mean Big is still there?
Yeah.
But then there's another cutscene with Sage that just shows Big was never there. You just like him so much that you just pretended that he was there.
Exactly. Like,
it's
like, now your brain wanted to go fishing, I guess. It's like, okay. You know when you have like a dream and you're just like, I don't know why I dreamt it, but there it is. It's like there was Big, so like that's so funny.
I think what's the name of the writer? Ian Flynn?
Yes.
Is that
the same writer as the comics for IDW? Yes.
He did an amazing job. Even with this like final DLC, like none of it got like retcon or like there's no plot holes.
There was character development for the first time in the Sonic series. First time we had development in a Sonic series. Tails. I hope Tails gets his own game. I hope Amy now is independent. Knuckles has now a different goal of living not just about the emerald the whole time.
Even though he said he's gonna go back to Angel Island, but yeah.
He's going back, but I feel like there's something else there, which is it's nice. Like it opens up the doors for what's next. So
Yeah.
it's great. I'm really really happy. If we're gonna talk about something quick, favorite cyberspace. I mean, we don't know the levels for sure, but like, say, what's your favorite? I guess addition to the cyberspace, and what's your least, like your worst problems with it?
Well, my favorite thing about the new cyberspace levels is how you would use, like, they would encourage you to use spin dash more.
Yes, you had to. You could not get S rank without spin dash.
Oh my god, I just love spin dash so much in
It's
this
so
game.
good.
Thank you,
Sonic's
Wave 2.
movement, man. Sonic's movement just never felt so good. Each game they've given you more and more customizations onto his feelings. So if you didn't like
Yeah.
it, you just changed it. So
Also, another thing I consider my favorite is how they added collectibles.
yes,
Like more collectibles.
Yes.
Fuck the animals,
More
but
mission.
the
That
collectibles.
was my part. I think you were gonna say that too. Good. Fuck the animals.
Yeah.
I never want to see a flicky ever again in my life. And Sonic Superstars is next week. So God help us. We're gonna get to a capsule. And how many and I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna jump around. I'm jumping around it. Nope. I'm not saving the flickies.
Dude,
Suck my dick.
one of the classic
have
Sonic
one.
games should do that. They should actually give you the option to just like not rescue any animals and get like the back.
So ass.
Also, speaking of the animals, I wanted to ask you this because on my version of the game, I think I showed you this. After you rescue the animal, you bring it to the second point. Sonic would like still look like he was holding an animal, and would still like run.
Oh yeah, it was bad. Yeah, that's a glitch. You'd have
I don't
to
know if that
mash.
happened.
You'd
Okay.
have to mash.
Like hit button.
Yeah.
punch button.
You'd have to
Yeah.
mash X or just
Homing attack,
any
yeah.
any action button. So, and also what I really hated is for some reason right before the animal would come into your arms, you would freeze frame into that frame, and then his quills were just up as if it was already there.
I
And he
hated
looked
that.
really ugly. It just
and-
again, I think that's from. I literally think that's just the Hedgehog engine. I think it's just
Yeah.
like I think we're at a point now where this budget and what they want to do with Sonic is so high that the engine cannot keep up because they use the Forces engine. Like they called it Hedgehog engine. Like bitch, it's the fucking Forces engine modified. That's what it is. So I don't like. That's why it looks that crap. You know, it doesn't look fluid. It doesn't look realistic. My least favorite thing is the animals. There was 2 cyberspace levels that involved very much auto scrolling.
Which ones?
And sometimes there was it's where you're boosting with like your like green liquid shit.
that one.
I hated them. I hated
loved them.
I hated
I
it.
loved them
I
so
let go of the
much.
controller knowing I missed things to collect, and he was still going, and I was like, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. And like sometimes
love
if you
Super
weren't
Fantastic
holding
level.
anything, or just you jumped or stomped, you would go through the actual stage, and I was just like, oh.
I don't know. I love those levels.
I'm really happy for you, but that's my only complaint though. Like I feel like I did an extreme, so I had a way harder time. But once I switched and went hard and like I had a much better time. Every other stage literally felt like remixed versions of originals, and it was truly remixed. It felt like someone opened up Super Mario like Bros Builder, Super Mario Maker, whatever, but like Sonic Maker, and they just were like, let's put cars everywhere. And it was
I love that one.
it was
You know about
so
this-
cool. It was so
Dude,
cool.
There's this one level that I just simply kept getting lost over and over. One of the chemical ones.
Yeah.
I just couldn't like the game would tell you to go left, but it wasn't really clear. Like there were no arrows or like any like platforms telling you where to go. So just like always go forward. I don't know. It was just some of them were confusing. I'm not gonna lie, but I really love how they added a shit ton of platforming and different like alternate paths
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Dude,
Things were hiding. I'm sure that there's paths that I still today have not found. Like
Yeah.
I the only way I was able to find certain paths because I needed to find those fucking animals. But there was times
me
I was
too.
like, where's the number rings? Where's the silver coins? I couldn't find them because they were on a complete separate area of the map. And that felt really good in a Sonic game. That felt really
Yeah.
freaking good. So
I wish they had added those collectibles to the main cyberspace levels.
I wish it
too.
counted. We finished the DLC 100%. We didn't get shit. So that sucked.
Oh.
No completion bonus reward, unfortunately. You gotta complete. You get the gold medal for completing the story. But
You get a crown.
wow. And then that's all. That's all you get. And it's not even for 100%. It's if you just beat the story. So that's unfortunate. I wish we did get unlocked like Cybersonic for doing everything or the map, or that would have been really nice. And it would have been really nice that they finally made the red rings
No,
counted for something, and they
I
didn't.
know. You don't even get the medal for completing the story. That medal is there because you completed the first, like, main story. Like, you collected everything in
Oh
every
shit, so it
island.
doesn't
It
overlap
just
then
carries over.
because I
Yeah.
got the medal when I got the the alternate
You
ending.
did?
Yeah. I got a
No.
medal. So that means that it just overlaps, it replaces. It's like, oh, you beat
Yeah.
the story. So that
Yeah.
sucks. That's even worse. I'm happy they added new save files for you.
Oh
We have
my
such a problem
god! I'm
with number
looking
two,
at them right
guys. He
now.
couldn't
Oh my
play New
god.
Game Plus because he had no more
Dude,
save
I
files, and
was
they forgot
so
to add a delete
upset.
button. So
I was so upset.
I was crying for you. That was really sad. I'm
No,
not gonna lie.
they actually didn't add new save
Yeah, they
files.
added
They added,
DLC saves.
but instead of you having to play New Game Plus in the in the main save file, they added a New Game Plus button in
Yeah,
the main menu.
yeah, which
So
is
you have
nice.
continue New Game and then New Game Plus.
Which
And I
is
was like,
really nice.
yeah, you get to play it. I didn't actually get to play it. I
Nobody played
just
it.
yeah,
Let's be honest, we
but
didn't play it.
it's a nice
It's
detail
still
that's
nice
there.
that they did it. They were like, "Oops,
Yeah,
we forgot." Still no delete
yeah,
button though, so that sucks.
yeah.
Still
That's
no delete
weird.
button. No delete button. You'd have to probably make just a new
That's
profile.
weird.
Sucks. So
That's
what's next?
weird.
That means, I mean, Sonic Superstars is 1 week away, as the time of this recording.
Less than a week away,
Less than a
even.
week, actually. Yeah, this is 6 days away. So I'm obviously this is not going to be anything related to Frontiers. We are now going back in time to like the older Sonic. Um, are you excited?
I am excited because Sonic Mania is my second favorite Sonic game of all time,
Okay.
and everyone that's played that game, including you, has said that Sonic Superstars feels exactly like Mania. Like, well,
Yeah.
not exactly like Mania, but
It
it's
is.
the
It's the
same
same
feeling.
physics. Same physics as
Yeah,
it's the same physics as like
classic Sonic.
class like as these babies. Like
Like,
it's the same.
it's not fucking Sonic Forces or Sonic
Sonic
Generations Classic
4.
Sonic.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually a brand new, dedicated Sonic game for classic Sonic, and
Yeah, it's
I
that
can't wait
engine. It's
for
the
it.
original engine built back up.
The music sounds great. The level, I haven't even gotten spoiled on the zones.
Same. I
People
haven't
have been
looked at
like
it. They've
teaching shit.
uploaded music. They've uploaded levels.
Yeah,
I haven't
I
seen
haven't
anything.
looked at any of it. Yeah, I
Good.
want to go, and also I got it on the Xbox, so I'm gonna actually play the version.
Enter bite
But
marks
yeah,
here.
I think it's really cool that you get to play as all four characters
I heard that they all
again.
have their own story. That would be really nice. I really hope Tails, like, out of all the characters we saw, we know Fang is there. We know there's a new character. We're definitely gonna play as
Oh
him.
yeah,
But there's Tails specifically has always been in the classic Sonic series, having the least amount of love as just the copy paste to Sonic because he travels with Sonic. So I hope
yeah,
that when you play as Tails alone, does he have something on the side for him? I think that'd be
yeah.
really
At least
nice.
like reach like higher platforms or
It
something.
would be nice. It would be nice. I feel like now he's had so much love in Frontiers, so to carry that would be great. So, last thing to end off tonight, if you're gonna give a rating for the original base November 18th release of Sonic Frontiers 2022 to now ending it off in October, what was your rating then? What is your rating now, and why?
Well, day one, well not day one, but yeah, Vanilla Sonic Frontiers, I would have
Vanilla.
said, yeah, I think an eight. And oh, I love Vanilla.
I love
An eight
Vanilla.
out of 10.
Okay,
Yeah, I think an 8 out of 10, and now 9.2, 9.3 out
beautiful.
of 10.
I have
Yeah.
the exact same rating as you. I
Really?
had it as an 8 originally.
Yeah.
Because there was still so many bugs, and there still are a lot of bugs. But I think
Yeah.
there's so much good that they have done, specifically listening to the community, but also not listening too much, and
Yeah.
really going with, hey, we actually love Sonic. We know Sonic. They put their passion into this. They did a phenomenal
Yeah.
job, and they put the love and care into it, except for not deleting save files or whatever, the littlest things. And it just it bloomed for me. I'm not gonna give it a 9.5 because of those issues, but
Yeah.
I think like 9.2, 9.3. I think I'm going to say 9.3. I'm going to give it to it
Mhm.
because I've processed it. It's been 2 weeks now. I've let it alone, and all I want to do is play more Frontiers. And I
Yeah,
have not
like
had a game, a Sonic game,
I was gonna
where
say
I've
that.
finished the game, I've sat in front of that fucking title screen, and I
I know
was
what you're gonna
like
do.
fucking depressed, and the clip is still there. I'll play it here, but
What do I
I
do now?
was, what do I do with my life? Like it felt like I haven't felt like that since Sonic Adventure 2. You know, you finish the
Yeah.
game, Shadow dies, and you're like
Right now.
in disbelief. And
Yeah.
that's exactly how it felt with Sonic Frontiers. I finished
Yeah.
it, and I was just like, no, it's not over. It's not over. We're gonna have another DLC. Like, I was physically depressed. The last time I felt that way was Tomb Raider, the reboot series, and the final
Yeah.
chapter, the trilogy, which I can't wait for you to play. But
Oh yeah.
you gotta do that one now. But Sonic Adventure 2 was the last time I felt like that
For a Sonic game, you mean, right?
in gaming. In gaming,
Oh, in general?
yeah,
Yeah.
I've
I
never
felt
felt
the
like
same
that.
way. After it sent me back to the main menu, I was like, what now?
What do I
What
do in my life?
do
New file.
like, like if a game causes a massive impact within me, like it causes me to feel like an empty void inside of me after finishing it, not knowing what to do next, that's how you know it's a good game.
Yeah,
Like I cannot rate that game lower than a 9. I
I
cannot give it a
can't.
lower than a 9.
It's also
Like
so
if it
cheap.
costs,
It's always on sale.
yeah,
It's on sale right
yeah.
now. It's $45.
Also, all 3 waves of DLC were
Free.
free. Were free.
They're free.
Like yeah, and like
11
the
gigs
reason
that
why.
DLC was, by the way.
Oh God,
11
yeah.
gigs. So you're getting all that for
Well,
free.
I think for Switch was 9, but anyway. So I really the reason why I gave it an 8 at first was because even though it still felt like a complete game, yes, it had a lot of bugs, but I just didn't think of it as like I still thought of it as my favorite Sonic game of all time,
Yeah.
but I just didn't think of it as a revolutionary game in
Oh
general.
yeah, if we're going to compare it in the gaming industry, is it a
Yeah.
contender for game of the year if this was not vanilla and it came out this year? Yes.
Yes.
But would it win game of the year? No, because there's a lot
No.
wrong with it. There's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
great, I think this is a great start. And
Yeah.
it is the Sonic 1, if you will, of the finally established 3D formula we should be having. Finally.
It's a fucking reboot they wanted to do since fucking Sonic 06.
06. Yep. I agree.
Yeah. And like I like that they kept adding shit like, okay, you can play music, you can actually do more challenges. Oh, there's extreme difficulty. Oh, now you can use spin dash. Oh, by the way, you want to collect every single medal since you want to play this game so badly that you can't find out anything else to do? Sure, let me give you a reward for actually completing every single thing. Oh, by the way, if you haven't beaten all of the Guardians, go do that. Even if you beat them once, that counts, and get a special crown if you beat, and then you get a dude. When you know how like
Spin
in the
dash.
main oh yeah, I said that already.
Oh,
But you know how you know how when you transition from island to island, it shows you all the islands, and it would only show 100%, but it would only count like it would only take it as okay, you unlock the whole map.
yeah.
When they changed that to oh, by the way, here's everything you have to
The
collect in every
checklist. I'll
single
put it here for
one.
you guys to see. But yeah.
Literally.
Literally. But
Anyways.
that's exactly it though. Yeah, it was so motivating. Even you were on my couch when that update dropped, and you were on
Yeah.
that couch all night and
Yeah.
all day. We didn't go out the next
Yeah.
day. You were like, yeah, no, we're doing it, and you finished it 100%. I woke up and you were done. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and the new music they added too. I wish they added more music for the final one, unfortunately, but still great.
That made the game already felt 100% like complete.
Yeah.
Like this final DLC, besides the final boss, I don't think it was even needed. Like
agree.
Sega was like, by the way, here's some extra content for you to enjoy since you love the game so much.
I agree.
And I just really, really, really think that they nailed it.
I think it was
Could
a
it
love
have been
letter.
better?
It was a love letter from
Yes.
Sega. It was an apology. It was a
Sorry,
like
we fucked up
literally
so many
sorry we
times.
fucked up forces and just
God.
it felt like a genuine successor to the Sonic movie, you know? It's as if they
Oh,
saw that
yeah.
success and said like we want to do better. And I'm sorry for saying that, but like, you know, their merch is top notch again. I built a fucking pirate ship the other day with my mom. So that was fun. I got a message from Xbox, a new policy starting. Ooh. Anyway, shout outs to
You're talking about Sonic too
shout
much.
outs to the PS5 Slim that got announced today. That model is hot. So, but it's more expensive, so it's funny as fuck. So,
And it's also a PS5.
it's also a PS5, and all games will be coming to PC. So nope. There's a reason
Or
I don't have one.
Xbox.
We're gonna wrap this up, Lewis. As
Yeah.
we wanted to go to 35 minutes. We're at an hour and 10. So we're gonna. I have a coaching session in 10 minutes. So, you made my day today. I had a horrible
did.
health thing today. Nearly blacked out, fainted because we're currently getting blood tests, but we're getting healthier, which is the greatest news. And now we're waiting for results. So you made my day, and Sonic Frontiers made my year. I think that's just the way to put it. It feels like whenever I was down this year, even retirement, I went to Sonic Frontiers. I just played that.
That was a nice segue, by the way.
Thank you so much. It's as if this is my job. Stupid.
Yeah.
Do you want to close it out? Do you want to say anything before I hang up the towel?
If you can
If you
actually play this game to its 100% completion, to its fullest,
Fuck the
you're
animals.
missing out. If you don't, what?
Fuck the animals, though.
Oh, well, yeah, but like it's still so rewarding when you actually collect them all.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
Even
Please
though you
do.
don't really get anything, like it's still so rewarding to actually beat that game 100%. Like,
Yep.
if you really want to enjoy this game, even the DLC, don't do what I did. Because at first I ended up just like skipping to the whole thing. And instead I went back and started collecting everything. That's when I actually started loving this DLC.
Yep.
As much as I do. So
Same.
please.
If you're just zooming
Please
through
go
it, you
play
might
it.
not find that satisfaction. So,
Yeah.
it really does make a difference when you're collecting everything. So you're literally breaking the game and the actual limits that Sonic Frontiers provides you, and that's the satisfying part. So 9.3.
Also, if you don't 9.3, well, for me, still 9.2. Also, if you don't want to play the game at all, just look it up on fucking YouTube. Watch the cutscenes. They're worth.
They're worth.
Trust.
Every time I show my
Worth.
coworkers, they haven't played a Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2. They lose their shit every time. It's great. So
Yeah. Also, I hope that Sega, if you're watching this, please, if we can like just randomly get like an announcement like of your Wyvern plushies.
I will
Please
burn
and
it,
thank
but
you.
I will also buy it. So
No, but actually, Sage
I'll
plushies.
buy
I
it
would
for
love-
them. Be like, yes, best boss ever, and then just burn it. Like yeah.
No, but what I was gonna say actually is like, I hope that we get Sage plushies soon, or like Sage.
Oh well, Sage got
merch in general.
announced. Sage got announced, so I'm gonna pre-order that. I will send it to you after this podcast.
did?
Yes, I will send it to you.
Thank you,
I'm
Sega.
very excited. Thank you. Yeah, it got announced. I'm actually gonna pre-order it now that you've reminded me.
Oh my god.
We're gonna segue this away because I am literally having a coaching session on metafy.gg/SuperGirlKels very soon. So, thank you so much for listening.
Nice plug. Anyway.
Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. If you're watching, then goodbye with a wave. And you like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube. And we appreciate you so much if you're listening aboard. Head on over to youtube.com/SuperGirlKels for everything Sonic and Sonic Superstars, because I'm going to be grinding that game the second it's out, even while
Join the family.
Join the fam. Even while I'm going to be in Michigan for Big House, I will be streaming from Michigan. So it's going to be fun. So love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. And talk to you soon. Peace.
Bye.